What's up, all my bullshitters? Welcome back to another episode of the Bullshit Brigade. Today, you've only got me and Cody.
Hi.
What's up, bud? How you doing today?
Oh man, I am hanging in there.
Yeah.
I am alive.
How's fatherhood? We haven't
Oh,
we haven't had an episode in a while, so we got to do our catch up this week.
yeah. No, it's been fantastic. Just before we came on air, she had a massive diaper, just about blew out the side. So I mean, but other than that, everything's good. She's eating a ton. She's growing.
That's
She's
good.
freaking adorable. She's
Good.
swinging in the background here, which is blurred. So I mean, but
Yeah. Well, good thing that we don't have smell-o-vision because I'm sure it wasn't
that
something that we wanted to smell.
no, no, it is definitely something you didn't want to smell. I have like no sense of smell right now, having just gotten over, the fall head congestion thing, and even
Uh-huh.
I could smell it. That's
Oof.
that's pretty
Oof.
bad.
I don't think I would ever be able to get used to that smell. But then again, I'm not a parent, so
Yeah.
I guess things change once you get to that point in your life.
You,
But
you know, I think it's the first time you have to do it, and like the adrenaline.
yeah,
I don't know if you get adrenaline from it, but it's one of those things that's it's like, all right, let's let's fucking do this. And from there, it's like it just doesn't bother me.
yeah. Oh man, I think what would get me is not so much like having to clean it and stuff, but the the mixture of smelling it, seeing it, cleaning it all at the same time. It's just ugh. I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, no. I mean, I
The
get it. It's probably you know
the
whatever, but
seeing it is sometimes a little more daunting than the smelling it.
yeah.
But it's like last night when she chugged like 20 ounces of formula over 3 hours. It that diaper was when she let it go, it was massive, and it's like just a pool of shit. I
just
mean,
just god awful.
oh my God. You're like slowly open it, like please don't spill. Please don't spill. Please don't spill.
You know what I was just thinking about?
What's that?
We've gone from talking in our first episode about how to take the perfect shit
I know
to talking about baby shit.
how to clean up baby shit.
In about a year's time,
I know
we've talked about our shit and now baby shit.
to somebody else's shit.
So let's talk about something else, huh?
Yeah, let's talk about something else. Let's get off this
uh,
shitty topic.
so since you have a baby now, you got any Halloween plans? You gonna take her out? You gonna do anything fun?
No, they don't. See, around here they do this thing called Beggars Night.
Beggars night? What is that?
Beggars Night. It's they do the trick or treating the night before Halloween, so tonight.
Oh, okay.
Fucking weird. And then they do nothing on Halloween.
So it's just Halloween one day early. What the fuck's the point?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's weird. And everybody around here, it's completely normal. But it doesn't make any fucking sense.
So are you gonna give out candy?
I
At
don't know.
least?
I'm gonna go buy candy. I don't know if I'm gonna give it out or not.
You don't know. Yeah.
I think I might just keep it for myself because
Well, Alyssa and I bought two giant bags of candy from Costco,
yeah.
but but I have to work tomorrow, so
Oh
I don't know if she's gonna just hand out candy here. I'm assuming she's just gonna hand out candy here,
yeah.
but um, I think what we're gonna end up doing is at work. I'm gonna put up a sign that says, candy this way, because we work in a neighborhood, and I'm just gonna
Right.
buy a couple. Me and another coworker are gonna go in and buy some candy. We're gonna hand it out to the kids in the
Yeah.
neighborhood. But I think I'm gonna tell Alyssa that why doesn't she come over? We'll put a little bowl out front for the kids
Hmm.
here, but um, maybe she can come out and hand out candy with us there, because we have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about Costco sized bags of candy,
Oh,
dude.
it's fucking
Huge
huge. Yeah.
freaking bags of candy.
Huge.
So, and I doubt that we'll have that many trick or treaters here.
Right.
But if we do, we'll put out that one. We'll put out a bowl up there and let kids
Right.
take. We'll put the sign up, one piece per person or something or whatever, and
Which
watch
nobody's gonna.
watch the kids just take handfuls of it.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. It's
Yeah.
kids will be kids.
At some point, I'd like to be the person that gives out like the full size candy bars.
Okay, I've told
You know?
Alyssa that since we started like talking about it. I was like, I've always wanted to be that guy, that
Yeah,
house that gives
yeah,
out full size candy bars, and like I want to have like a spread, like not just like, oh, everybody gets a Snickers. Or, no, I want to have like
yeah,
5 or 6 different kinds of candies,
yeah,
and be like, here, choose one. You get one, but it's a full size candy bar.
yeah.
Here you go. Here's your one. Here's your one. Do you want a
Right,
Reese's? Do you want a Twix? Do you want a Snickers? You want a Payday? You want a Zero Bar? You want all
right.
these different. But
You want a
so
full size? You want a full size Reese's?
Reese's.
You get those fat size Reese's. You know,
Oh, the big
fat.
cups.
Oh, the fat cups.
Okay,
Yeah,
actually, I like the thin cups the best.
the
Me and
thin cups are super good.
Alyssa started buying them a couple of months ago. Or like a couple months ago.
Yeah,
But what's awesome about those is that the ratio to chocolate to peanut butter is like perfect.
I know.
So you get like, I mean, it's just a completely different experience than the regular peanut butter cups or
Yeah,
like the big cups.
yeah.
But
Like the have you had the dark chocolate thin ones?
no, I'm not a
Oh,
big fan of dark chocolate.
oh, I love dark chocolate. They are so good.
I yeah, I
It's
just
got
it has that weird tangy flavor to it, and I don't like it.
they kind of taste like coffee though. It's
I can see
the
that.
dark chocolate and peanut butter kind of makes like a yeah,
I can see that. I
yeah.
personally like white chocolate the best, which I know isn't technically chocolate,
It's not
but I
chocolate.
love white chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've always liked it. Like when I was younger, one of my favorite candy bars was the Hershey's cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Oh, that shit's
Oh
good.
yeah. Oh
That
yeah.
shit's good.
Mhm.
Um,
You know what has become one of my favorites here recently?
what?
One that I grew to like, crackle bars.
Crackle? I've never had a crackle bar.
Like with like the
Is
Rice
it
Krispies in it.
toffee? Yeah, still nope, never had it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my
never had a
god, they're
crackle
so
bar.
good.
Oh no! I have. I'm sorry. The Hershey, they're in a red package,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah, I
no,
have
they're in
had
a
those.
blue package. They got blue. Am I
Is
saying
it?
this
Is it?
right?
Are you talking about Crunch bars?
Crunch bars. Yeah,
They're in
crunch.
a
I thought
blue.
they were
Okay.
crackle.
Crackle?
Maybe
No.
I'm on crackle. No,
Crackle
oh yeah, there
are
are crackles. It's kind of the same thing, I guess.
yeah, except that the crackle has more chocolate and less of the
Yeah.
those little like rice balls or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Cat. Uh, yeah. Cat's talking about chocolate in the comments now. Yeah, the cookies and cream is where it's at. Hershey's
Yeah.
cookies and cream. Have you ever
They
made
still
s'mores with them?
no.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
Dude.
Next time you're gonna make s'mores,
Dude.
buy a bar of the cookies and cream and put it
I
put it
had
in there instead of regular chocolate or with the regular Hershey's chocolate. Change your
oh,
life forever.
I
It'll
never
change
I'd
your life forever.
never even thought of that.
Oh yeah, I've done it with all sorts of different ones.
Oh my
Reese's
god.
doesn't work very well because the peanut butter doesn't melt.
Yeah, but they're still
Uh,
really good.
yeah, they're still really good. Mr. Good bars are awesome. Uh,
I've never even thought about using a Mr. Good bar.
yeah, because well, when we go camping, we don't buy full size candy bars. We buy
Right.
like the little fun packs, the little one
Right.
pieces, because you
Right.
just unwrap the one piece.
It's
But
so easy.
yeah, we would get the 3 pack. It had the crackles in it.
Yeah.
It had the Mr. Good bar, and it had the regular Hershey's, and then the special roast or whatever Hershey's.
Yeah.
And we used to just here you go, you get this one, you get this one, you get this one, and you would make s'mores out of that, and you'd be surprised how good some of that shit comes out.
Right. Yeah,
So
it's super good.
okay, so since we've been talking about candy, let's bring that back to Halloween.
Halloween.
When you were a kid,
Yeah.
what was your favorite candy to get? Like, which house were you like, yeah, these are some bad motherfuckers. They got the good ass candy.
Um, the people that gave out the full size bags of M&Ms.
See, I never went to a house that gave out full size candy bars.
The town that I lived in. We lived up in Northwest Iowa at that
Hmm.
point, where it's mainly just a bunch of cheap Dutch people. I'm calling you out, Northwest Iowa. Fuck y'all. But there's like this old couple that had like this really shitty house.
Hmm.
But they would legit give out like full size bags of like peanut or regular M&Ms. It was fantastic. Every year I loved that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for me, I always loved. So I'm not a big chocolate person. Let me just say
Right.
that right now. Chocolate is good. Obviously, we've been talking about it. But if I had the choice between like a chocolate bar or like gummies or like Skittles,
Hmm.
uh, Sour Patch Kids, things like that, I would choose the other every single time, hands
Yeah.
down, every other single
Yeah.
time. But my favorite house was the ones that would give out uh, the gummy worms. Like they had this one where it had like the sugar and the sour on them both
Oh
together.
yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they would give out those, and oh my god, those were my favorite for
Yeah.
years until I ate so many one year I got sick and I can't eat those anymore. Yeah.
uh, what's the best haul you ever had that you remember ever having? Like the best.
Ooh, I do remember it. It had to have been before I was in fifth grade because I was still living at my aunt's house. And I remember I had a purple Halloween bag. And the reason I remember it is because I still had Halloween candy well past my birthday in April.
Holy shit.
Yep, I still remember it. And that's that. Me, my mom, and my aunt would all pick through it every now and then, and oh, I'm gonna get all the really
Yeah.
really good shit was gone. All the
Yeah.
Hershey's bars, the Snickers bar, all that shit was gone.
Yeah.
And then uh, the other stuff.
Mm.
Kat says she was never a fruit candy kid.
Yeah, I
Uh,
can honestly say it was never a fruit candy.
no.
Never a fan of like the fruit chews and stuff like that.
Yeah. See, I don't know why, but chocolate never. It was just too boring to me. I
Yeah.
guess But uh,
I'm into like Skittles, you know. I don't know. Do you consider Skittles a fruit candy? It's
yeah.
pure
I mean,
sugar.
it's pure sugar, but it has the fruit flavors.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one which ones I always liked were those like they were like orange wedges. You know what I mean? But they didn't taste like orange. You know what I'm talking about? They're gummy. They have like sugar on the outside, literally just sugar on the
Oh,
outside.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember
yeah.
what they're called, but
Yeah.
those things were always good as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And you know, unpopular opinion here. I like candy corns.
Oh God.
I like candy corn. I never thought they were that bad. I never got why people like dogged on them so much. I even like the little pumpkin ones. You know what I'm talking about? It was the same shit,
Oh,
but they were in the shape of a
so
pumpkin.
nasty.
I I never thought they were that bad.
Oh, they're nasty.
I thought they were okay. I mean,
It,
don't get me wrong. I wouldn't go out and buy a bag of them, but if there was a bowl of candy corn sitting around, oh, I'd eat a couple.
oh, candy corn is hands down like the worst thing. Hands down the worst.
Kat said her little brother once ate sour Skittles till his tongue was bleeding. Uh,
Yeah.
I got one better. So during the summer, my mom had to go to work, so she would enroll me into the YMCA summer camps,
Hmm.
right? And basically, all it was like a daycare, and you did stuff with other kids all day.
Right.
Well, in the middle of the afternoon, we had snack time, and during snack time, they had this little trolley that they would had different kinds of candies, pickles, little baggies of popcorn that you could like 25 cents, $1, 50 cents, 10 cents, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, for 10 cents, you could get an Airhead. Have you ever had an Airhead?
Ooh, I love Airheads.
Well, I remember one time, me and another one of the friends I made that year we brought like $2 or $3. It was like we were like, oh yeah. So we got like 30 fucking Airheads. Well, we said, all right, let's see who could put more Airheads in their mouth before they spit them
Oh.
out.
Oh, oh, oh,
Mouths packed full of fucking Airheads.
oh, man.
Yeah. So I've been there. I've had my tongue where it like shrivels up. I don't know
Yeah.
what it does, but it like dries up and shrivels up and it
Yeah.
hurts and it like
It-
it's like in the wintertime when your lips get all chapped and they
yeah.
start to
Yeah.
crack. It's like that feeling, but in
Did you
your
get
tongue.
did you get like the fucking canker sores on your tongue afterwards?
No, I never got that, but I did
Oh.
get the leather lip. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
People that dip know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's when your lip just kind of I don't. It feels like leather. It's
Yeah.
fucking weird, and it kind of goes numb.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I had that going on for like 2 days. Literally for like 2 days. It
Yeah.
would not go away. I was super worried. But I didn't want to get in trouble, so I didn't tell my mom anything. I was just like, My mouth feels weird. Good thing I didn't do any permanent nerve damage or anything, but
Right,
yeah.
right.
Uh,
No, I had an experience like that, but with warheads.
uh-huh.
You remember what warhead?
Oh no, that's what I was that's what I
Like
was
the
talking about.
yeah
Not airheads, warheads.
the
Yeah,
wicked
yeah.
sour
The black wrapper one. It
black.
was
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
extreme sour or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah,
The black cherry extreme sour.
yeah. That's what the stuff I was talking about. Not
Okay.
airheads, warheads. Yeah, they were the ones that the
Yeah.
little round hard
I thought
candies.
I was thinking Airheads was a little weird. I mean, to each their own, but
No, no.
no,
Yeah, I'm thinking of warheads. I'm
Warheads.
sorry. Yeah.
I
Um,
love Airheads too.
airheads are
I
good.
have funny stories about Airheads, but
Well, okay. Come on. You can't just say I have a funny story and
so
not
I
talk
had a
about it.
teacher in high school that we'd every Friday we'd do like this quiz day,
Uh huh.
and I just go fucking ham when it comes to quizzes. I love trivia games. Love trivia games. So
Okay.
I just fucking hammer it out every time. But there was one of these, one of them, it was like, we had a guy that was like 2 grades ahead of us in our class. He like failed it, but he dared him to eat 10 of the bubblegum flavored Airheads.
Damn, that's a lot.
Do you know how fucking hard it is to eat something
Yeah.
that's bubblegum flavored?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just want to keep chewing it. You don't really want to swallow it.
Well, it doesn't help that airheads are like that, like rubbery,
Half.
consistent taffy. So you
Yeah,
could keep
yeah,
chewing on it like it's gum
right,
almost. Yeah.
right. So he had, I mean, that dude's fucking face was so beet red, and his like jaws were like completely locked by the time it was over. It was classic, classic. But no, back to warheads. I've done the thing where you stick it on, you hold it on your tongue until your tongue bleeds.
I've never done that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See
No.
who can put it on their tongue the longest.
I've I remember when I was in, I think it was high school, it might have been middle school, where they had the rule you can't chew gum or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, everybody would always bring gum to school anyways.
Oh yeah.
So I remember more than once where I would get a piece of gum from a friend, and I was like, okay, this piece of gum has to last me through the end of the day because I'm not gonna have any gum, right?
Right.
Well, I would chew on the gum so long that my jaw would start to like hurt and lock
Uh,
up and like get sore on the sides and shit like that.
yeah.
So
You ever had a piece of gum liquefy?
no,
You chew on it
no,
so long it starts liquefying. It starts like dissolving.
nope. I've never
Least
had
pleasant, least pleasant thing in the world.
that. Does it become like a glue?
Mm-mm.
No,
No, it just becomes like fucking
like
like
just.
stringy saliva.
Ugh, that's so gross. That's gross. Oh man. Um, but anyways, so the high school I went to was notoriously haunted. It was
Mm.
El Paso High School. It's one of the oldest operating high schools in the state of Texas.
And
It
gorgeous.
it is a gorgeous high school.
It
It
is a
is a
gorgeous
gorgeous
high
high
school.
school. But it is the oldest operating high school in Texas right now. Our JROTC number or whatever, every JROTC has a number.
Hmm.
Ours is literally number 1, 001.
Nice.
Yes, that's how old this fucking school
Nice.
is. The first graduating class was 1916, so we celebrated the centennial a couple years back. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is over 100 years old.
Wow.
So, but it is notorious for ghost stories. I mean, you could
Mm.
just Google El Paso High School ghosts, and there's all sorts of stuff. Like, there's a class photo because they have like a little trophy area, right, where they have 100 years. You collect some fucking trophies.
Oh yeah.
So, but they have some class photos in certain, and there's one where you literally can see it looks like a ghost standing in between two people, and you think, okay, this picture was probably taken in the 60s or 70s.
Yeah.
Somebody just moved. That's all it was. Somebody just
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
moved.
The tech wasn't really there to do the whole. Yeah.
Yeah, except for that, if you ask the people that were there that day, there was not a girl
Oh.
standing where the two
Ooh.
people were at. And the
See?
reason I know that is because it's like a legit, like everybody knows about the El Paso
Yeah.
High School ghost kind of shit,
Yeah. Yeah. It's
there's
just a ghost, or is it
no, there's
multiple?
there's multiple ghosts.
Okay.
Um, But I'll get to the creepiest part that happened to me personally while I was going to the school. That I'll save that for the end. There's also a story of a cheerleader killing herself jumping off of one of the balconies. That's why they sealed off the balconies at the school, because you used to be able to access them. Now you can just see them from the outside.
Yeah.
And they said that the reason that happened is because a cheerleader, she
Committed
committed
suicide.
suicide during a football game. Just fucking
Ugh.
killed herself. Right.
I mean, that's a
Very
hell of a way to make an entry or make a, team
statement.
spirit.
Yeah,
Well, she's the permanent team spirit.
I guess, but not in a good way.
That joke. Sorry, everybody.
Too soon, man. Too
Too
soon.
soon. Too soon.
It's only been like 60 years since she did it or whatever. No, let's see. Okay, so this is the ghost story that fucks me up the most about El Paso High School, and I'll tell you why. Um, in the theater, there is a rumor of a girl. She was up at the very top above the theater where we have a spot to hang lights. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know how
There's
every theater,
scaffolding and stuff like
yeah, there's
that.
scaffolding, things to hold lights. Well, up
Yeah.
in El Paso High, it's built into the roof, so all you see are these cutouts, and if you don't know what they're there for, you don't realize that they're just for lights and things like
Right.
that.
Right.
Well, apparently she was up there, she was working, and others are like a couple of bars, some railing on these really thin walkways, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently she fell, and
Oh.
it's like 2.5 stories tall, the theater, right? Fell past the balcony, boom, dead instantly. Landed on top of the seats, dead instantly, right?
Ew.
Very sad.
Very
Well,
sad.
what fucks me up about that is I was in theater in high school.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in the theater itself,
Yeah.
building sets, hanging out with friends, things like that, right? And actually, I think Isaac was there that day. If not, I'm sure he's heard the story from
Right.
other friends of mine that were there with me when this happened. So, something that the school did is during school hours, and unless there was an event going on, they would lock the doors from the balcony to the to the main school, because it was just part of you could just walk in, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
they would lock those doors so that way students couldn't go into the theater and ditch, because usually there weren't teachers
Yeah.
in there, there wasn't anybody
Nobody's
in
really
there.
checking it.
Exactly. So to keep students from ditching and going into the theater, they would lock those doors. The only way you would have a key, only be able to get in, is if you had a key, and the only people that had a key were like Doc Woodle, who was the theater director, and a couple other
Right.
people, right? So janitors had it, administrators, whatever, but really no
So in other
students
words,
had
make it good with the janitors so you can get out of going to class.
it. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the thing. The way that it was designed is it was basically split in two, and in the center was the technical booth. Sound
Mm-hmm.
and lights
Mm-hmm.
were handled from a booth in the center. But
Mm-hmm.
there's no way to run along the back side of this theater, right? Because you just can't. If you were walking through the back behind the seats, you had to walk down the aisles, walk in front of the booth, walk back over, and then across. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So this is just to give you an idea. Well, there was one day we were sitting on the stage. We were building a set, doing something, right? And we had told one of the guys to go up to the booth to turn on some lights so we could see how they were gonna work, right? With the scene. We're waiting for him to go up there. We never see the doors open, and we never see the doors close, right? Um, but we're up there and we're like, "Hey, Matt, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Nothing. We don't hear anything. And then all of a sudden, from the very, very back of the theater, you see something move. I mean, way too fast for it to be a person, but
Yeah.
slow enough to where it could be like a really, really fast runner. Run straight across the back of the theater, just like that. I mean, just
Ew.
right. And at first we were like, "Oh, it's just Matt fucking with us." But then we
Right.
get to thinking, there's no way to go for all the way through
Right.
the back of this theater. There's no physical way to do it, right? So then I was kind of looking at my buddy and I was like, "Did you see that? Am I going crazy?" No, he goes, "No, I saw that shit too." "Did you see that?" "Yeah." We asked a couple people. They're like, "Yeah, it was really weird." And then we're like, "Okay, stop fucking with us. Stop fucking with us." We think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
the guy we sent up there, Matt, right? And then he comes down and he's like, doesn't know what's going on. He comes down and he's like, "Hey guys, who has the keys? The doors are all locked. I couldn't get in." And we were like, "What the fuck? What is going on right now?" So that is my El Paso High School ghost story. Yep, yep,
That's fucking creepy.
yeah. And it is just any of our listeners that are interested, just Google El Paso High School ghost. You will see, and I mean, there are so many endless stories, dude. And it's a creepy place. It's kind of a creepy place to begin with. You walk
Yeah.
inside, and it's super old school architecture.
All right.
So it's already kind of got a weird, like, you're not used to being in buildings like that all the time
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of vibe, you know? And then you start hearing all of these different kind of stories and stuff, and then you're like, oh, it's all bullshit. People are just whatever. But
People
then you
just want to
kind
get a
of
rise out of you. I mean, that's all.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then you kind of spend some time at the school, and I've heard a lot of other people that say, oh no, I was there for 4 years, nothing ever like that ever happened to me. But
Right.
so there's a lot of people that swear up and down that something happened to them. You know,
Yeah.
they saw something, they heard noises, they got cold out of nowhere, shit
Yeah.
like that. But that's my only story. Is I saw it looked it straight up looked like somebody was running. I mean, super fast across the back of the theater,
Yeah.
which is physically impossible. And I was not the only one to see it. That's the key. I
That's
was
the
not the
key thing
only
is,
one to
yeah.
see it. I asked around because I was like, oh, someone's fucking with me. And then I was like,
Yeah.
did you actually see that? Yeah.
The majority of the time, a lot of people discount things like that because it may be only one person that sees it,
Hmm.
or one person that experiences it.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least you've got multiple witnesses.
Yeah, there was a couple of us that saw it, and it was just it was too weird for us
Yeah,
not to like for it to like stick out in your brain.
right.
But especially since El Paso High is a kind of a weird school in the sense of it has more traditions because it's been around so long. It has more traditions than like like your regular high school. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh, fuck my high school. I couldn't wait to get out of that place.
Right, right.
I yeah, exactly. I didn't hate when I was going to high school, but I certainly didn't really like a lot of the people I went to high school with.
Right.
But there's a lot of pride from people that went to El Paso High School with that school. Like
Yeah.
like it's one of those things like if you meet somebody that went to that high school, just El Paso High, it's not just oh that's cool. It's like it's weird. Like even like older people, like if I've met people that oh yeah I graduated class of 60 something, and all of a sudden you start talking about what it was like back then and all this other stuff about
Right.
it's one of those things that it's something that a lot of the alumni connect on. And
Right.
I'm part of an alumni page on Facebook, and right now there's actually a contest going on at top 10 high school football stadiums in the country. It's USA Today is actually putting it
Yeah.
on, and El Paso High has made it to the Final Four. And 90% of the reason it's made it to the Final Four is because of that alumni page. It is so active with so many alumni that they started posting about it. Hey, go vote. Hey, go vote. Hey, go vote. We have over like 170,000 people that went and voted for El Paso High School.
Wow.
Yeah, for the stadium. So it's to say that El Paso High School has like a weird pride with their alumni is an understatement, because I've met other people and I talk about my high school in a certain way that other people are like, what? It's just your fucking high school. You've been out of there for so long. Get over it. Well, there's people that have graduated like they're like on the edge of death kind of shit and still talk about El Paso High School.
Yeah.
And actually, my grandma, one of her first marriage, she had two boys, and one of them, my uncle Armando, I never got to meet him, but he went to El Paso High School.
Wow.
And while I was going to El Paso High School, my grandma said, I have his yearbooks somewhere. I have his yearbooks from when he went to school at El Paso High School somewhere. So I was like, oh, okay, and she's like, if I ever find them, I'll give them to you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my junior or senior year, she found them, and I have books.
Wow.
I don't know if you can read that. 1967, and this one is 1968.
Wow.
And the yearbook is still called The Spur. I mean, Look right here. There, that's my high school.
That's gorgeous.
That is my high school right there.
Yeah.
Um, and it is. I mean, look, dude. This whole yearbook is in black and white. You know, um, it's crazy. I look through these sometimes, and I'm just like blown away with like, you look at old pictures of things, and look at this band uniform. Just look at that. So I'm trying to get it
Damn.
centered in the frame right there. It's just, you
Right.
could tell that it has some age to it.
It's vintage.
You know what I mean? It's vintage, and it's like real vintage. But
It's real vintage.
it's real vintage.
It ain't none of that fake ass vintage. It's real vintage.
And recently, the Alumni Association of Paso High put on a fundraiser to make a museum for the school.
Wow.
And they got it done. So there's a museum, and they have an original like 1916 yearbook, or it's like a super old. I don't know if it's 1916, but it's early 19.
Early.
Yearbook as old as Ford Motor Company yearbook. Think about that.
Jeez.
Think about that. So.
Well, obviously, El Paso High School's yearbook is slightly more reliable than a Ford.
Ain't no lie there.
Fuck Ford.
Yeah. Man, we always got to get them jabs in on Ford.
Oh.
Okay. Kat is asking me if I ever had any weird ghost stories about the Blockbuster. So.
You know what's spooky about Blockbuster?
It's dead.
They're dead.
Well, okay. So my first job was at a Blockbuster, and Kat actually ended up working at that Blockbuster after I quit. Right. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have any ghost stories. I would hear creepy sounds and shit, but I don't think it was ghosts. I think it was just like stuff in the back room kind of settling and shit like that. I don't think it was actual ghost stories. Although I will say I pulled the best Halloween prank I've ever pulled on somebody. And I will try to find the picture and remember to post it on our Facebook page. Because there was this old pants and old shirt that was in our stockroom forever. Like, I didn't know who they belonged to. They were just there from when I started working. And they were always there. So I remember my assistant manager, Duran, at some point having told me that one of his biggest fears is that an employee would kill himself in the store and he would be the one to find the body. Right? So
why would you even think about that?
I don't know. That's not something I would think about, you know? But he was a weird little dude. But anyways, so I was thinking, I'm going to get him. I'm going to fuck with him. So I went out to my truck and I had some rope and I stuffed the pants full of paper and stapled the pant legs shut so they would hold the paper. Did the same thing with the shirt. Strung it up. I don't know how I did it so perfect. Strung it up, the pants on underneath the shirt, and then there was a bowler hat.
Yeah.
In the back room. And I strung I don't it just worked out perfect that I strung it up so that the hat laid like right on the collar. So it looked like the head was hanging like
down.
This. Yeah, it looked like that. So the hat was down, right? And I hung it up in the office. Oh man, it was perfect because the next day our regular manager Sarah opened up and then Duran came in right after her, right? So apparently she opened the door and was like, "Oh shit!" And she like started laughing because Duran had told her the same thing.
Yeah.
So she was like, "I'm gonna get this motherfucker." Waited for him to hear him opening up the lock to the store, and she went and hid and waited for him to go into the office. Apparently he fucking jumped back like 10 feet and was like, "Oh my god!" Started fucking losing his shit. Oh man, that is one of the best pranks I have ever pulled on a person, by far.
Classic.
And it was a Halloween prank. Yeah, that was fun.
That is classic.
Okay, so this question's for both you and Kat because I want Kat to answer this. What is the most embarrassing costume you've ever worn? And what was the costume you always wanted to wear but you never got a chance to?
Birthday suit.
As the one you always wanted to wear?
That's the one I always wanted to wear. Just
birthday suit, just walk around naked?
Don't worry about it. It's just naturally small. No, I'm just kidding.
It's not cold out or anything.
It's not cold. It's not cold. It's just naturally small. Most embarrassing. Shit, I don't know. I think my sister dressed me up as something when I was a baby that was really, really kind of absurd, but I don't remember exactly what it is. I'd have to go back to my picture books and find it.
Try to find it.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I was the Power Ranger. I was a Power Ranger.
Yeah, I was a Power Ranger several times too.
Yeah. Um,
I think
and
that's
I
probably my coolest one.
that was your coolest one. The
Yeah,
Power Ranger was your coolest one.
my grandma made the outfit for me.
Oh no, mine was just one of the shitty ones from like Target or some shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, Cat was a princess, a god awful princess one.
God. I like that god awful
Yeah,
princess.
god awful princess. So, but the costume I always wanted to be when I was a kid, right? I always wanted it, and I was never able to do it. Was R2D2.
Mm,
I was Lord Vader, but I could never do R2D2 because I wanted to be like squatty and fucking roll on
right,
wheels and the whole nine. I didn't want to half-ass it. I didn't want to walk around. I wanted
right.
uh-oh. Kat texted me a picture of
She
her god
texted you a
awful.
picture.
Oh, that was a mistake because it's going on the internet right there.
Oh,
That's
oh,
Kat.
that is god awful.
Yep. And she had a pixie cut. That is a that is I guess she
Uh,
wins. She wins the awful
yeah, that's.
yeah.
We'll be sending you a banner of that picture
A banner of that
as your
picture.
prize.
Our first bullshit brigade teacher is gonna be our t-shirt's gonna be just that picture with the bullshit brigade right over it.
Yeah.
Sailor Mars, but fat kid, fuck that shit. Fat kids
Sailor
can be a
Sailor.
Sailor
Moon.
Moon character also.
Yeah.
Sailor Mars.
What was it? Sailor? What the fuck?
Well, Sailor Mars was one of the other ones. Sailor
Oh,
Moon was the name of the show and the main girl,
yeah.
and then I think it was Sailor Mars, Saturn, and Venus. I think.
Better than Sailor Uranus.
Sailor Uranus. I'm gonna sail this up in Uranus.
The Japanese are up to some weird shit sometimes when it
Oh
comes
my
to their
god. Oh, I
cartoons.
gotta send you something that Isaac sent me, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so there's Sailor Mars, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Jupiter, and Sailor Venus. So I only got one of the other ones right.
Yeah, that is what it is.
So, yeah. She
Uh,
says it was the 90s. She would have gotten ripped to shreds. A fat kid as Sailor Mars. Fuck people.
yeah, fuck people.
You do you, boo boo.
You could dress as Sailor Mars, yeah, Sailor Mars now, and probably people would get it.
Yeah. Well, they might also make the jokes that she looks like Mars in more
Yeah.
than one way,
Well,
which is not a good. That's
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 not
like
good.
that's like loading cannon fodder for them.
Yeah.
You're like digging your own grave at that point.
I just
But
want to say this. Hang on, real quick. It's fucking snowing outside.
are you serious?
It's snowing. It's
Wow.
spitting snow, but it's snowing.
Oh, you pissed off the baby with the snow.
No, she was just I'm trying to get her to take her pacifier, and she just won't do it. So
Okay.
she's taking
So
her blanket off too. Dang it.
so Dallas has gotten hit by a cold front,
Yeah.
and people in Texas aren't used to the cold, right?
No, y'all ain't set for the cold.
No, it's fucking like 50 degrees out, and
It's
yesterday
it's 50 degrees. That's cold.
it's fucking cold. It was 50 degrees out. Yesterday I went to work, right? I was wearing a t-shirt, my flannel, I put on a sweater, a hoodie sweater, and then I put on my jacket over it, and I was still fucking cold. With fairness, it was cold and wet. It was rainy. It's been raining in Dallas for a couple of days. So,
Pussy.
fuck you. I ain't used to the fucking.
It's
I
29. It is
Okay.
29
You know
degrees
what?
outside right now.
You know
It is
what?
29 degrees. It's
I-
half of what you were bitching about. It is half of what you were bitching about.
I didn't give you that much shit when you were dying in the Arizona heat at 105 degrees when our boots
Oh,
were
that's
melting.
true. I'm not built for that kind of fucking heat.
Exactly. I'm not built for the cold. I'm built for the heat. My body's acclimated to hot. I can work in 110 degree weather. I can't work in 4 degree weather where my fingers are fucking numb.
Yeah.
I cannot. But
Yeah.
see, Olivia agrees with me.
Olivia's giving her 2 cents on the
Yeah.
matter.
She's like, yeah, Dad, listen to my Uncle Efren. He knows what he's talking about. We need to
He's
move
like, I'm
somewhere where it's
always
not.
cold. What are you talking about?
Exactly. You need to move somewhere where it's not so goddamn cold. Like Texas. You
Nope.
should move to Texas. Texas is awesome. There's only one problem with Texas. Well, no, two problems.
Too many people.
Too many people and no legal weed.
Oh, well.
That's it.
We have too few people. No, that's not a bad thing, actually. We have the right amount of people. And we don't have weed.
Yeah. And see, here's what's fucked up about Texas. We're, the second largest state by landmass in the U.S.?
So. Right behind Alaska.
Alaska. Not right behind. Alaska's way bigger than us. But still, we're bigger than most of Europe. And we're still super concentrated. There's too many people in Dallas-Fort Worth area. There's too many people in Austin. There's too many people in Houston. Way too many people in Houston. But people, get the fuck out. Move to the countries. Yeah. Stop coming to the big cities. Move away.
Urban sprawl.
There's too many just barren areas in Texas. Go fill them fucking places up. Leave us alone.
Yeah, exactly.
Dallas is closed. We have no more room for anybody, especially people from California that want to come and talk about how we're different and how fucking In-N-Out Burger is better than Whataburger. Fuck you. Get out of my face. Sorry, I've been holding that in for a little while.
Let it out, man.
Fucking dude, there's so many people from California that moved to Texas.
This is a public forum. Let it out.
Let it out. There's so many people. It's bad that they move to Dallas, and then they wanted to be like fucking California, So like we're getting all these like health clubs springing up everywhere. What was it? I went to a restaurant and they had nothing but like vegan friendly food and shit, and I was like, the fuck bullshit is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in my day, the only salad place that I used to eat at was Super Salad, and that's because they had the bar with the potatoes and the pizza and all that other shit, and then you could get a salad with it. Now they have places like Snappy Salads where all it is fucking salads.
Do you know how many people die every year from fucking eating lettuce?
E. coli and shit?
E. coli. Or
not E. coli, salmonella.
Well,
there was that breakout of salmonella.
Fucking bacteria or whatever it is. Either way. It makes you shit your guts out and
here's the
vomit
thing.
And
a lot of those people claim to be vegetarians because they want to be eco-friendly, right?
Yeah, they want to be.
Well, one of the biggest methane producers that kills our ozone is our cows.
Mm-hmm.
Just there's so many cows on this earth, they produce a lot of methane. I'm killing those cows to eat them. I'm helping the environment.
Yeah.
I know that's completely wrong and misguided, but that's how I see it.
Think about all those soybeans that gave their lives for your latte, right? Karen.
Well, here's another thing. People eat grass and vegetables. Well, plants produce oxygen. You're literally killing our lungs. I'm helping the earth. You're killing the earth.
Yeah.
Who's the real environmentalist now?
Yeah. Oh no, Olivia's mad that we're talking about the environment. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. Now we sound like tree huggers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. No, we.
Come here.
Okay. So.
Come here.
It's okay. It's okay. This is a PG. This is not a PG podcast. But.
Oh, she just wanted to be held by her dad.
Oh. Okay.
So
it's okay.
So, Kat says In-N-Out's good. Whataburger is better.
Yeah.
End of discussion.
Yes.
So, In-N-Out is like... It's like the girl you went to in high school. That she was the cheerleader. She was popular. Not everybody, but a lot of people wanted to date her. But then you go and you finally get to date her and you find out that none of her teeth are real. She lives in a trailer park. She's addicted to meth, and she's got 12 different kinds of STDs. Whataburger, right? Whataburger is.
But you can have an animal style.
What do you think I'm talking about? That's why it's animal style. All right.
All right.
But then Whataburger is like that weird kind of nerdy girl that you met, right? That you meet in high school. She's kind of weird, but she's fun. She's cool to talk to. She's, does all sorts of stuff, does all sorts of cool shit, like watches anime with you, plays D&D, plays video games with you, hangs out with you. Then she goes to college. She makes a bunch of money. She hangs and she still loves you. Still hangs out with you and supports you in everything you do. That's Whataburger. You see the difference? It's like night and day. Which one do you want to be with?
We don't have either of those things here, so I mean.
You got Bops.
Yeah, we got Bebops.
No, it's Bops.
It's Bebops.
It's Bops.
It's Bebops.
Forever in my life,
you
it's gonna be
asshole,
Bops.
Bebops.
I'm sure we've told this story on the podcast, but I'm gonna reiterate it for our new listeners. For Cody's wedding, Jaro, myself, Tiffany, and our friend Jordan all went up to Iowa for his wedding. Well, Jaro, we all got in the car and we're like, we're hungry. Let's go get some food. So we're driving around and Cody's like, you guys want a burger? Sure. So we went to this place called what is it? Bebops?
It's Bebops. Yes.
It's Bebops, right?
It's like the old 1950s kind of like diner, except it's all drive up.
Yeah, it's just like a regular like burger joint. There's nothing really super special about it.
There's nothing.
But it's just, so we go get a burger and the whole time we're all singing the fucking Mbop song by Hanson. Because it's Bebop. So we're like, does that say Mbops? So the whole time we're like, Mbop, bop, bop, Mbop. It was funny. So now forever that place is called Mbops.
Yeah.
But
you guys are fucking ruining good things for me.
New Mexico has Blake's, which is pretty good. Blake's is like a discounted Whataburger. It's like Walmart instead of Target. It's just not as good. Period. The end.
Well, and you guys have Carl Jr.
Carl's Jr. You guys have Hardee's.
Hardee's is what it's called here.
It's the same bullshit.
It's the same thing.
And it's not that good. Like, they're not that good.
No.
Period. They're really not that good.
No, it's not. It's just massive, expensive, fat, sloppy food.
Olivia looks like she just ate a bunch of fat, sloppy food.
Yes.
Like she wants to take a nap, and she's going to be in a food coma.
Yeah, well, she needs to take a nap. And she is in a food coma. She's had a ton of food today.
So why don't we let little Olivia take her nap, and we'll end it there. How does that sound? We'll end it on Whataburger being the best.
Whataburger. Whataburger. By the time we get to Texas for you to meet Uncle Efren in person on his home turf, you'll be old enough to have a Whataburger.
Hell yeah, she will.
That make sense?
We'll get her a whole Wacky Pack meal and everything.
Wacky Pack.
Yeah, that's what they call their kids' meals. Wacky Pack meals. And they have their own Whataburger toys because they have their own little mascot. He's a superhero, has a cape and everything.
Nice. It's less creepy than Ronald McDonald. I mean, anything is less creepy than Ronald McDonald.
Well, okay, here's my thing. Ronald McDonald is creepy because he's a fucking clown.
He's a clown.
He hangs out with a giant purple turd, a dude that looks like a fucking hamburger, and then a guy that is a criminal who steals hamburgers.
Hamburglar.
That's his fucking crew, okay? That's his fucking crew.
That's fucking classic. I mean, it is. That's classic.
It's a pedophile, a criminal, shit, and a fucking hamburger hanging out.
Yeah.
Literally. Look at him. What is he, Grimace, I think is his fucking name or something?
I was going to say, I've never heard Grimace referred to as a gigantic purple turd.
It is. Look at him. He's a gigantic purple fucking turd. I will say, though, Grimace is a better name than what they named the fucking Teletubbies. Lala, Lulu, fucking, what are they? All I remember was Lala. And Poe. Poe. That was a little red one.
Tinky
Poe.
Winky.
Tinky Winky. Yeah. Fucking
dumb.
dumb.
We're not watching that.
Yeah, no.
You know, I will honestly say that children's cartoons are creepy as shit.
Yeah.
They're animated ones. She got it started watching one called Masha and the Bear. It's like this Russian one. It makes a lot more sense if you watch it in Russian with English subtitles.
Uh-huh.
But it is like the animations in it are super fucking creepy.
Is it like
super creepy?
What is it? Chimpo the chimp from
John
Super Troopers?
Johnny
Johnny
Chimpo.
Is it that kind of fucked up?
No, it's definitely not that kind of fucked up, but I mean there's some special stuff.
Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe, and apparently Tinky Winky is a gay icon.
Yeah.
How the fuck is he a gay icon?
Dude, that's been going on for like 20 years because Tinky Winky was the purple one. And they always thought that, purple's a gay color.
Well, how is purple a gay color?
I don't know.
People, okay.
Purple used to be a royal color.
Well,
I mean,
here's people that are prejudiced, just period, are fucking. Some of the
dumb.
shit they latch onto are dumb.
Dumb.
Yeah, like purple is a gay color.
Yeah.
It's a fucking color. Who the fuck gives a shit?
How can a
It's
color be gay?
Exactly. And then it's not even like to me, it's not even like a person, like a standout kind of color. It's
Right.
not like a I don't know. That's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah, people are fucking dumb.
People are dumb. You're gonna find that out, little one.
Oh,
You're
apparently Tinky Winky has a purse and he is fabulous. I guess maybe
Well,
that. Okay, just because a guy has a purse doesn't make him gay.
There's men that carry purses.
Okay, what about a satchel? What's the difference? Let's be real. What is the difference between a satchel bag and a purse? Oh, she hit her head.
She did. She turned around and slammed her head against my shoulder.
I saw that and I was like, oh. But, hey, Binky makes everything better, right?
It only hurts for a second.
But okay, let's be real. Satchel and a purse, they're the same thing. One is just a
Not
little.
Really? You can consider a satchel a computer bag.
Okay, but still, it has a strap that hangs on your shoulder, and it has a bag that carries things. Yeah. That's what a purse is. That's
True.
what a. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't keep my lipstick in a satchel.
Does.
Sorry.
You keep.
I'm sorry.
Oh man.
Oh fuck.
I think we're losing it. It's
So
time to go.
I think we are losing it.
All right. So instead of on Whataburger being better than In-N-Out, we're gonna end it on whether or not Satchel is a purse, and Tinky Winky is a gay icon. Something you learn.
Leave us some, leave us your input. Leave us some input on the Satchel. Not on the Tinky Winky being gay thing. Leave us a.
I mean, unless you want to support Tinky Winky's decision to be gay, we're all for that.
Yeah, we're all for it.
Just don't hate in the comments.
Ain't a big thing, but I mean, yeah, leave us comments on your thought on the satchel/purse debate.
I think a satchel is basically just a man purse, and there's nothing wrong with carrying a man purse. I'm not saying you're a queer, you're gay, or you're fucking less than a man if you carry a satchel. I'm not saying that at all. You do you, boo boo. You fucking carry that satchel if you want to carry it. Because I carry a fucking backpack with me on a regular basis.
Yeah, I've got a backpack.
And that's my deal. I carry because I like having my shit with me, and I don't have enough pockets.
It's because it's probably full of baby wipes and poopery.
It has both of those things. It also has my laptop and my Nintendo Switch and sunglasses and lip balm and lotion and. Damn it! I might be gay. I'm just playing. I
wonder how Alyssa's gonna feel about this ending.
She doesn't listen to the podcast anyway. She always gets mad. She always gets mad because I say something that makes her mad, and she doesn't want to be mad over it. So she just doesn't listen. Thanks for the support, babe. I love you.
Good times.
But
that's all right. My wife doesn't listen. I mean, we've got a full-time listener right here. I mean,
there we go. Our number one fan.
Number one fan.
As soon as she can type, she'll be our number one commenter. Sorry, Kat. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instajams, Twitter, YouTubes. Join us on YouTubes every week.
Hit that subscribe button. So that way you can know when we do go live, because we haven't gone live in a while, but we're trying to get back into it.
That was due to technical difficulties.
Last week was technical difficulties. The week before that was because of the baby.
The baby.
But it's okay.
Yes.
It's all good for Olivia.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.